Are you guys seeing that property that we had listed just sell for $998,000 and you're like, wow, I would have bought that property only if I understood how much money I need to earn and how much is that going to cost me on a monthly basis? Well, this video is for you. By the way, my name is Hussein Kabani. I am your favorite broker. If you're wondering what you can actually afford, my calendar link is going to be below. I'd be happy to have a quick call with you to kind of go through some basic math and help you understand at a high level what you can actually afford to buy in today's market. What I want to do today is I want to just quickly go over some situations of how much it costs to buy certain properties on a monthly basis, how much you're going to have up front, and how much money you actually need to qualify for them. So let's go. There is a $570,000 condo that sold in Pickering, really nice location near the GO train. It basically has a $550 maintenance fee, and we calculated the condo fee or the property tax is gonna be around $400 a month. So if you put the minimum down payment on this property, your payment would be about $4,200. And then if you put 20% down payment, your payment would be about $3,550 a month on that with 20% down. The closing cost, if you put the lowest amount down, so including your down payment, was just under $40,000. And then if you put 20% down, it was just under $125,000. So that's for a $570,000 condo, and you need to be making about $90,000 a year in order to qualify for that mortgage. The whole $90,000 doesn't necessarily need to come from you. It could be two incomes. So if you guys have like a $50,000 and a $40,000 income, pretty sure we can make something work over here. So another example I want to give you guys, and I kept it just under $1 million, so you can actually use the lowest down payment amount and you can still do the math with 20% down. It's one of our recent sales. It's on Winville. It was $998,000, so just below that $1 million threshold. Now, if you want to be buying that property, you put the minimum down payment down on that. Every month, it's going to cost you just under $6,100. And if you put 20% down payment on it, it's going to cost you just over $5,000. So you got about an $1,100 difference by putting the lowest amount versus the 20% down payment. Now, to close on that property with the lowest down payment, you're going to put about $92,000 in. And with the 20% down payment, you're going to be closer to $220,000 that you're going to need up front. For a property like this, because it is freehold, unlike the condo, you're going to be needing to earn about $120,000. So if the couple makes $60,000 each, that's probably something you can work with. I want to add in over here that this also factors in that you don't have any other debts, okay? So no car payments, no OSAP loans, no credit card debt, no line of credit. So it has to be no debt, 120K income. You could qualify for this purchase for $998,000. Just remember, under $1 million, you can actually get away with a lower down payment. Anything over $1 million, you got to be putting 20% down payment. The next property I wanted to share with you guys, it sold for $1,250,000, okay? So there is no more option. You got to put the 20% down on here. So basically your monthly payment over here is going to be just over $6,700 a month with 20% down payment. And your closing cost in total with your down payment is going to look around $275,000. So that's a property for $1,250,000. Your income needs to be just over $200,000. So, you can have a combined income, $100,000 each to get to the $200,000. You guys might actually have an income of, $160,000 combined. Both of you make $80,000 each, and maybe your kid actually makes, $50,000, and we can count that in as well to get you to your $200,000 if that's something you wanted to do. The next example I have for you guys is $1.5 million, okay? This awesome property sold for $1.5 million, and to carry that on a monthly basis is $8,000 after putting 20% down payment. And what does that look like with your closing costs? That's around $330,000, okay? So that number includes your land transfer tax, your lawyer fees, everything, okay? You're gonna actually have to be making $240,000 a year. And the last example I have for you guys is if you buy a property for $1,950,000 with a 20% down payment every month, including your property tax, you're gonna be looking just under $11,000 a month, okay? And what do you need to put in? In total, you're gonna need to put in almost $430,000, and you're gonna have to show a household income of about $325,000. That could also be broken up. You could have, the two parents working, the two kids working and showing that income, however you want to do it. Otherwise, if you're gonna be buying almost a $2 million property, I think you're probably gonna wanna put a little bit more than 20% down to bring your costs down. If you guys are interested to find out how much you can actually afford and how that relates to what type of property you're gonna be able to get, my calendar link is gonna be below. I'd be happy to walk you guys through some situations.
Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold.